Okay.
All right.
I'll let you know when I'm doing
Did you
this
see all
right
those
now.
Did you see all those things I sent you earlier?
I did.
They're pretty good, right?
Oh yeah. All right. Turn off mute that. Um now we go here. All right, I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Give me 1 second.
Thank you. I designed it.
Desktop. All right. Now that I got both of us here. All right. So let's get started with this thing.
All right. I'm really excited for this. This whole thing where EA lost exclusive rights, probably
Yeah.
the best thing to happen to Star Wars.
I was
100%
gonna say,
agree,
oh
right?
yeah, 100% agreed.
This is like known throughout the Star Wars community. No, Battlefront's not terrible. They did make some major improvements in the second one, the second
Yeah.
edition. I think I think EA. I don't want this open world to be a Jedi because we've already have Fallen Order. Fallen Order 2 is probably decked to come out soon.
Okay.
Fallen Order 2 is decked. Fallen Order 2 is probably coming out sometime next year, probably.
Yeah.
So we don't need another Jedi open
If you
world.
want to keep the chat open, you can, Zach.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it open and I'm gonna mute it. I'm gonna put it really low. I'm gonna put it on mute though, right? So I
Yeah.
can read them.
In case anyone says anything. But I'm gonna open up here. I'm gonna keep the chat open here, but you can see what I'm sharing, right?
Yeah, just let me load. Let it load for a second.
No, I mean you can see what I'm sharing on my screen, right?
Yeah, let's see if I can see
Okay.
it. I'm just trying to open the freaking thing.
Hold on. Let me just. You're gonna get to see this live how I actually edit this stuff,
Uh,
like how I add the thumbnail and shit. I gotta add the thumbnail real quick. I have the thumbnail and everything. I mean you can see what I'm sharing.
all right, let's see. Live chat.
All
Live
right.
chat. All right. So anyway, I'm really excited. I do want this to be a smuggler, either smuggler,
Yeah.
mercenary, or a bounty hunter game because I think there's so much stuff you can put with it. You could even like you can go to other planets for say. I don't know how that
Yeah.
would work. I don't know how that would.
I have an idea how to explain it, but give me one.
I don't know how that would work, but I mean, you could make like your ship maybe you're like space safe or like you're in because of other enemies. You can make that like your safe house almost.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I do want this game to be within the period of the New Republic because we've never seen the New Republic really, except for
I
Mandalorian
have
or
an idea of where to put it.
Squadrons.
I have like an idea of where to put it, but in the timeline without fucking with every shit, all this
Yeah,
shit.
I just think that it should be there because we don't have that. The only two times we have that instance is between Mandalorian, which season 2 is amazing, and Squadrons, which is it's a great game by the way. If anyone is looking to buy it, if you're a real Star Wars nerd like me, it's like your childhood. It's like your childhood.
Dog, where is my? Oh, I put in Twitch logos probably, right?
So
Oh,
yeah,
it's up here.
I mean, I'm really excited. I want this to be a first and third person game.
Yeah.
I want it to be like GTA or Red Dead Redemption,
I
where you can
don't.
switch between first person and third
I don't know
person.
if like Red Dead would be like ideal, because the thing with Red Dead is it's you can take
The
it.
optics,
Well,
go.
the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean by that.
But you know what I mean, like how Rockstar did between third
Yeah,
and fourth
that's what
and
I'm
first,
saying.
they did it really well, and I wanted to do that.
Let me search up something. Zach, have you actually seen this game? Hold on, let me see. I don't know if you've seen gameplay of this thing. Hold on.
What?
You're gonna like this game. Loki. I don't know if I think it was available on the GameCube though. If you get like a GameCube
Oh
emulator.
yes, yes, yes. I remember this game. This game
I
was
never played it
amazing.
though. I
It
never
was
played
it
it.
was good. It was really good.
Hold on,
Another
let me.
game that I hope Lucasfilms is gonna do. I hope they remaster another Knights of the Old Republic because that'll be a great game to
I
remaster.
don't think they're gonna remaster it. If anything, they'll boost the like. I don't think they're gonna remaster it. I think if anything, they boost the make it HD, like an HD remake. That's it.
I love Knights of the Old Republic and all that gameplay. I'm so
Yeah,
happy EA's no longer has exclusive rights. That means we can get really good games.
yeah. No, for me, I had the idea of like them kind of like you know how I don't know if I'm pretty sure you remember Mandalorian episode 5 when they kind of explain like how the guilds work and shit like
Yes, yeah,
that.
yes, I do
I
remember
want us to be
that.
able to have the guilds. You know, like I think that's just an
That's
option.
why I feel like we should go between Empire, that Empire, like the Empire falling
Yeah,
apart, because then you'll have the guild starting back up, and you'll have an area of
Zach,
oddnesses. You know,
look at this beautiful thing.
that's beautiful. So I
That's
think we should have an area. Now, my main question for the game: will we be able to customize our character, or are we going to get a single
I
character?
okay.
I want to be
What I
able to customize
assume, what I assume, either they're gonna give us like you can be a Mandalorian, you can be an
Bosk,
alien,
from
an
like
alien,
Bosk, like Bosk.
yeah, like a Bosk type. You can be like a big burly alien. You can be a weak little scrawny
I
alien,
think, I
or you
think,
can be a Han Solo type. That's what I'm thinking the
I
ideas.
think this is what I want us to do. I don't want it to be a loot based game. I know it's hard to look at past that because it's gonna be difficult, but I wouldn't mind if it was loot based, but
I think
I don't care for
the
loot
only
based.
way this game works
It's loot based, yeah.
is loot based,
But
but instead of making it, but it should be built like similar how to I don't know if Marvel Avengers is very bad and they played it very badly, but I think
I
what
like
made
their loot. I did like their loot system in
their
Marvel's
loot
because
system worked. Now the
yeah,
power, but I don't want it called power. I don't want it like something
no,
gay. I
no,
want it
no.
to be called like
Honor or glory or like
no, just
legend.
call it shield. Like shielded.
What about
How much you?
glory? Glory,
Yeah, I
because
mean,
that glories is
oh
squadrons. That'd be stealing from squadrons. I'm not sure if they could do that. So
yeah, no, I think like it could be called like oh god, what's the name of the thing? I don't want to call armor because that's just gay. I'm trying to think of like a name. Um, but for me, it has to be like kind of built like a like if you condense it into like if like I really like the solo movie because it was different. It was very very different.
the one thing I give the sequels credit for, the one movie I actually like give credit to it is The Last Jedi because they try to do something different with it. It backfired
Yeah,
like crazy. It backfired like crazy. Don't let's get this
yeah,
established. It backfired like crazy, but it was different, and they weren't trying to rip off the original trilogy.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. No, that's
I'm
what I was thinking
really,
honestly.
but I'm really, but I'm gonna say this. It's probably gonna end up being loop based. But I hope like if you're a Mandalorian, you get a certain ability like a jetpack. I
I think all
hope
races should have a specific ability tailored to them.
exactly. Yes, I
Like for
agree
example,
with
the
it. Like
Mandalorians get
like a
exclusive to
jetpack,
like
like
armor.
jetpacks. Yeah,
Yeah,
exclusive
they get like
armor.
jetpacks. They're exclusive to jetpacks. That's
I
what they
feel
get.
like Cyberpunk was an absolute. Actually, Cyberpunk's not an absolute disaster, but the way they opened up the game with like you go
Yeah.
nomad, street kid, what's it called, and
Yeah, that was
corporal,
interesting. Like you pick
corporal.
a
That
backstory
was
basically.
interesting. I think we should do that type of simulation, similar, and like
Yeah,
say you go bounty hunter, you can go Mandalorian, and there you have your whole prologue. I think you should do that.
yeah.
It will be really good. I want to customize. Say if I'm a different species, like a Twi'lek, like a silk, like
Okay.
the girl you hated. You know
Now,
the girl. You know the girl
yeah,
you hated.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
her. I want if I'm a Twi'lek, I want to change my skin color, like how long my things are. You know, in the back. You know.
Look, I want to have. Let me look this up just to make sure. But I want to have like if I can select an alien, I want to be able to have like so many different alien species. Like I want to be able to if I want to be a like a Mandalorian. I don't know.
Except for Yoda species. That shouldn't be an option.
Well, you could.
But he'll be Jedi, and he'll be so powerful.
I don't. The thing is just it's just selectable
A
species at that point. It doesn't
Gungan.
have to
You
have
want
like
to be a
backstory.
Gungan bounty hunter? Is that what you want to be?
Oh hell no, no. Like give me one of these. Let me allow me to be like
Yeah.
Ahsoka, an
Okay. So
Ahsokan battle hunter.
You see Maul's character, right?
Yeah,
I was talking to someone at work. He
those are
wants to
worry.
be
There's
able
a
like
worry race.
okay. So they're called the Night Brothers. The Night
Oh my
Brothers like
God,
they
Zach,
can
this is 100% your thing.
okay. So
You
the
need
Night Brothers, which is Maul's race, you could I want to be able to change like the markings on my skin, how big my horns are, right? You know, like the
yeah, no,
skin
because
color.
that's a huge part of them. Like they grow differently. Because I know the mole race grows differently as they
And like,
grow.
if I'm a Mandalorian, can I be a child of the Watch? Can I be born a Mandalore? Like, if I'm a child of the Watch, it means I can't remove my helmet. But if I'm a regular Mandalore, I can remove my helmet.
Yeah, similar to what Boba Fett does.
Yeah, no, Boba Fett's not a Mandalorian, but his father was gifted with Mandalorian armor, so he was gifted with it. But Bo Katan, who was in Mandalorian season 2. I don't know if you got into that episode. I don't think
I
you
don't
care.
think I've gotten to. I'm on
Do you care
episode
about
1.
spoilers right now or no?
No.
Okay, so Bo-Katan, who is from Mandalore, it was born there, so she can remove her helmet. Unlike Din, who was born of Death Watch. You remember Death Watch from Clone Wars, the
Yeah.
radical group? They can't remove their helmets because they want to go back to the ancient way of things.
Ah,
So it makes
I
sense.
haven't got that far into them explaining that
There,
in Clone Wars.
there's something. There's also something I want to explore. So in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, how they originally wanted the game to work, I believe, is each island was controlled by
Oh,
this.
I heard it was like a huge mess with the way they wanted
Okay,
it, but it didn't
the
work out.
way the one they work is like one island was controlled by mercenaries, one island was controlled
Trying to find
by
the
Spartans. You know what I
race.
mean? You know how like one island was controlled by
Yeah,
Spartans,
no,
one
I
was
do.
Athens. They should do that, but with Galactic and like Empire and then like the natives.
Yeah.
You know. I think I think it'll be great, and I
I hope I have the option to be a Gungan bounty hunter.
I
That's one of the races I want. Give me this also. Give me this
oh
ugly person.
the
This
shapeshifter.
ugly ass shapeshifter
Oh, yeah.
who appears in the Clone Wars for some fucking reason, even though she should be technically dead.
No, but she's from a race, so
Yeah, I know, but technically,
I just want to get this established. I do not want to be a Jedi because I will be way too overpowered, and plus we have Fallen Order
I
too.
I think you can. I think there's a way for you to nerf. Like, okay, I'm not saying I don't want lightsabers in the game because that could be an option. Because I've seen there's bounty hunters in Star Wars that I believe have like Jedi lightsabers.
I think that you should be able to get the dark saber at the end of the game.
Well, okay. Here's what I think of that. It should be like a special item, all right? That
Yeah.
like only one person like not one, but like 2 or 3 people can only have in the game. Like in your, let's say in your community, right? Let's say in your area, let's say they specifically load it to Florida.
We chat. We are also going to get into online co-op and how that's probably going to work
Yeah, no, we'll get into that, but hold on.
later on.
All right,
But
let me look it up. But I believe there's um I think there's some warriors that have held like lightsabers. I'm trying to look it up because I don't remember which lore it was.
if I want if you get a lightsaber, it shouldn't be any like the Jedi colors or the Sith colors. It should be like yellow, white, something like that.
I okay. Here's what I think they could do with it. They could be fun, right? So
Mhm.
you have about maybe let's say they go with like 100 lightsabers. There's 100 lightsabers, right? Most of them are generic, and then there's like specific mythic ones, like exotic, similar to what Marvel's Avengers did with the exotic gear. Let me show you.
Mhm.
I don't know if you've seen the exotic gear, how because
So
it's possible to get.
so also I want to put this out there. If I go to a certain planet, I want to know. I want to underline: is it under Galactic rule or is it New
Here,
Republic
let me
rule?
show you here.
You know.
So it'll be this orange thing, and if this is like specific things, so they can have like exotic armor, like an exotic armor, basically, right?
Do you like this idea of like say you go to a different planet?
Yeah,
It's ruled by like if it goes in red, it's ruled by the Galactic Empire, and if it's blue, it's New Republic.
yeah,
Sort of how they wanted. I think that's what they wanted to do with Odyssey. But I don't know if it worked or not. I didn't really play Odyssey.
yeah.
I hated
But
Odyssey.
I think it should be labeled as like an exotic gear. So these exotic gears will be like the dark saber can be labeled as like a legendary, but I think exotic gear can be labeled as like Luke Skywalker. Like someone finds Luke Skywalker's, I don't know, lightsaber or something, because like his old blue lightsaber. Let's say they find Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber since he's dead technically in this universe.
Also, I do want to put this out there. I think if you're a Mandalorian, and then you say like one of boss's creatures, you should have a different ship that you're using to get to different planets.
Or you can build your own ship, like base like you don't start with a ship basically, right? And you have to grow and grow and grow and get out of the place by
Yeah,
getting money,
yeah.
doing things around the town to get money to get a ship. Like I think that would be an interesting way.
I feel like this game could be really good if they play their cards right. Please just don't freaking screw this up.
I
Um,
don't think they can screw it up because it's Ubisoft, and Ubisoft usually knows what they're
Ubisoft
doing.
usually makes great games,
Hold on,
and
this
Ubisoft, I
is
give a
Ubisoft, right?
yes, Ubisoft, I give a huge. They're working with Lucasfilm game. Ubisoft, I give a huge shout out. I love Valhalla. Valhalla is a great game. Valhalla is a great game,
Has there been
and
any information?
I think if it's Ubisoft.
No, 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 that. But I'm just seeing if there's any information. You can
So
continue.
here's my idea. I swear, I you did a great job with Valhalla. I think you should have your own, like, if you're a smuggler, if you're doing smuggling missions, you should work for your crew of smugglers on your freighter. Like, I think you should have a starship and then a freighter ship, which I think would be smart, right?
Yeah.
Almost how they do in what's that game called? What's the game where you can visit all those different planets?
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky, almost like that.
Yeah, but it also cannot be like No Man's Sky where there's endless fucking
No, no,
like.
no, no, no. There should be a
I
limit.
think I think there should be at least 20 planets, and there's plenty of 20 planets you
I
can get.
do agree. I do agree with it.
Tatooine has to be one.
Yeah,
Mandalore has to be one.
yeah. We need we need the New Republic homeworld. We need the New Republic homeworld because no one's seen it before, and I think that'd be a great way to introduce it
I
into
think they
this
should
game.
have at least no more than 4 new worlds that they create themselves. That's it. No more than that. Because then I think it's just then they're just designing a game that doesn't need to exist.
Okay, I think this would be a great game. I feel like if you're say you're doing smuggling missions, you can work. Say this is where the co-op can come in. If you're on smuggling missions, you could have multiple team players. I think there should definitely be multiplayer in this game. You should definitely play you should be able to
Yeah.
play the campaign with multiplayer. I agree with this.
I think but I would limit it to not to put a like if you otherwise we're gonna have endless loading screens, and I think it should be hello, welcome, Will Khalid. Um, but yeah, I think honestly we should like make it more, how do I put it, like interesting, where you put it to only your friends, like only your friends can join your thing. Like if otherwise it's just gonna be endless torture.
Yeah, yes, yes. That's the one thing about No Man's Sky when it first came out. I was so mad about No Man's Sky when it first came out. If you were online, you could just have a random person join your game, and it
Yeah, I don't
pissed
want
me
that.
off, and they would follow me everywhere. It pissed me off. No Man's Sky has improved exponentially ever since they updated the game. Same thing with Battlefront though. And also EA Battlefront 3, if it does happen, we need a Mustafar map to play on. Ahsoka, Qui-Gon. Joey agrees with that one. Qui-Gon, because
I love Qui-Gon.
we need Liam Neeson. Let's get this
I
established.
don't know if you know how she got her lightsaber, but basically she got her lightsaber for like the sole fact that she literally just found it. Like,
Yeah,
and that's what I want. Like, I don't want the exotic gears to be impossible to find, but they're like you find them just randomly. Like, you win them
I
randomly.
I think this they should. The one thing everyone hated from Fallen Order was the hollow map, but I enjoyed it because it forced you to explore. I think you should use the hollow map for any planet you visit. That forces you to explore that planet.
Yeah.
I feel like Ubisoft's gonna make it like cheese where we have to freaking sync up with a synchronization point, and
I mean,
because that's how
it's
they
not
usually
the end of
want
the
it.
world, honestly.
It won't be the end of the world. I feel like with Ubisoft though, we're gonna have a lot of side missions, which is a very good thing. So the game won't get boring easily. I mean, Ubisoft just hit the chance of a lifetime. You know,
Yeah.
they get to make an open world Star Wars game. The community's been asking this for years, and now that EA is finally gone,
Well, EA is
Ubisoft
not gone. They just have now opportunity to do other
they
things.
don't have an exclusive rights to it, so other games can move in. That's why Lucasfilm Games was created, and now they're working with collaboration
Well,
with
it's always
Ubisoft to
been a
make this
thing. It's
game.
just that there's a specific contract hidden in there that it didn't say um like what exactly it was, but it was like a hidden contract and crap.
I'm really excited though because Ubisoft makes fantastic. I'm a big fan of
Yeah,
Ubisoft. I'm a big fan of Ubisoft.
but I feel like it has to be, and the way online co-op should work.
To your GTA, to your help you get a game like a GTA Online in Star Wars. I think it'll be a great idea, and this is you could. I would just say if you're doing GTA Online in Star Wars, you just use your you customize because I feel like we should customize our own character. I don't think we should have a story-driven character. If we do have a story-driven character, if you're going to be a male or a female, you're not getting it out of this. You're not getting it out of the option because of all the crap going on now, equality and shit.
Um, I mean, you could put male or female, or you can just say non-binary. Like you could
Yeah,
just
yeah,
stick it there
exactly. You
at
could
that
be,
point.
for God's sakes, you could
It's
be a droid bounty hunter if you wanted to,
dude.
like IG-11.
I mean, fuck yeah. Look, there's I don't know if you've seen these. They're in Clone Wars sec, but they're specifically called droid bounty
I
hunters.
I do really, I really, really hope this is a timeline between. post Empire, New Republic, because we've never really seen the New Republic in
Yeah.
its entirety, you know?
Yeah.
And
Hold
the
on, I'm trying to
GTA,
find
the,
the.
I was saying this to you, Joey, the other night when we were playing
Yeah.
Apex. I want it to be like a GTA. When it's online, I want it to be like GTA.
I don't think it needs to be a GTA online game, and I don't want it to be free to play either. I don't think the game needs to be priced. Like it cannot be free to play because I think if it's free to play, it's just gonna be easy for everyone to
I mean, they
just.
can't really do anything bad. I mean, it's Star Wars, God, for God's
Well,
sakes. I mean,
yeah,
you
but
have so much to build off in an open world game. I mean, I I personally I want it to be post Empire, like New Republic area because we haven't really explored it and we haven't seen any
yeah,
New Republic at all. Like there's so like the only
this
thing we came
guy's.
close to New Republic is maybe like in Squadrons when we saw their X Wings and shit. But
Yeah,
I want to see like their full like troops on the ground and shit like that. I think this game could be really good if they play their cards right.
yeah, no, I understand.
But
I think for me,
I agree with you, Khalid. I totally agree with you.
yeah, but I don't know. Like I feel like they can't. They really got to be careful in how they present this game because if they say, "Hey, like you're gonna be able to design your own race," but there's a limit to like designing your race. It's like, no, I want now. It cannot be endless options. Otherwise, it's just ridiculous. The game should
Here's the
not.
thing. Here's the thing with Cyberpunk. I like this from Cyberpunk. You could create. You could. I mean, you could put the penis size of your character on your freaking Cyberpunk. I sent you the photo.
That should not be an option because
Okay.
if I feel like having a
Okay.
character with like
Hear me.
no thing, I mean, I think that's a little ridiculous.
Okay. So Khalid just said this in the chat, Joey. What would you think
I
about
feel
like
like at that point it just gets ridiculous.
how would you feel about heist missions in the open world Star Wars game? Khalid just said this to the chat. Like heist missions, you know?
Internal speakers.
What do you think about heist missions to the chat to the
All
open
right,
world Star Wars game, Joey?
there we go. We got that. 100%, I agree, but
You
I don't
do?
know. Like it just
Okay,
feels
yeah.
like I feel like it should be
He,
honestly. Like I feel like they should just take a lot of the things and a lot of the liberties from Solo. What Solo did so good.
yeah. So Khalid
The
just said, "I
perfect.
hope we get heist missions like the film from Star Wars Solo." I agree
Yeah,
with that. We should get heist missions like that.
yeah,
I think you have all sorts of opportunities to do it.
yeah.
You
They
just
have
have to
endless options.
you just got to hit it right in the nail and make it a great game.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like
But
it's just always a
I
like
do.
sometimes they.
I want there to be big customization within the character you create, though.
Yeah, I do too.
Like almost how they did Cyberpunk. Almost like how they did Cyberpunk. Like that customization
Yeah.
was so cool because you knew like you made your character a certain way. Now I know we had this on the top. I'm not sure if Khalid was here or not. What would you all think about a loop based game? Loop based game. I think like I may not like it, but it might be the only option.
Okay. The loot base. The only reason I brought it up is because that's the only way to make it fair for people. Because if you can, it's gonna be busted at that point. For example, let's say we have a Mandalorian the Mandalorian in the show.
Mhm.
Like, it's not gonna be fair for most people. Let's say this guy's constantly upgrading 50% of the time, right? He's gonna be busted compared to your, I don't know. Let's say you're a droid, right? He's gonna be
Now,
broken.
I have a question for you. Skill points. Would you? I think they're gonna make us upgrade upgrade via skill points. Do you agree?
I think it's going to work in the way it's going to go weapons, armor, like you get certain specific things for your skills, but specific characters get like specific armor.
I mean,
So,
listen, Ubisoft is amazing at making loot-based games. I love Valhalla. I think Valhalla is a great game. But I love Norse mythology, so I'm kind of biased. So
yeah.
Joey knows I love Norse. I like mythology and shit like that.
If it was a Thor open world, he'd already have the pre-order ready.
Listen,
Am I
Thor
wrong?
Overworld, that would be great.
Exactly. See?
But yeah, if say I'm a Mandalorian, I want a custom weapon. Say I'm someone from Lost
Mm-mm.
Race, I want a
And
custom weapon.
like what would make it really interesting is this is what I'm hoping Star Wars does is instead of like just being, oh, you can't make a Predator type character. What if I want to make a Predator type Star Wars character? Not, it doesn't have to be specifically the Predator, but if I want to make it like a hunting race, like the Predator, I
That's
should be able
Bosk's,
to do
that's
that.
basically Bosk's race. If you remember the episode from the Clone Wars, where Ahsoka gets kidnapped by some of Bosk's race, they basically been hunting down Padawans for years.
Well, no, no, I know that, but like I want like specific like Predator type Star Wars because I don't know if you've seen like concept art of how Predators would look in Star Wars. Let me look it up.
I've seen it before.
Yeah, I just want to show the chat. Uh,
Ubisoft has a lot of. They could be really good because listen, the Division was a great game. I wasn't expecting that to be a good game. I loved the Division. It was a great game. Two was garbage, but that's not the point.
hold on, I'm trying to
But I
find the.
really do hope some of the story missions are multiplayer.
Yeah, I think for the way multiplayer has to work is it's has to be progression based.
Does it have to be a separate online version, or you play multiplayer in the story?
It can both. So it's similar to GTA, the way GTA is built, but it's basically the fact that you can still play campaign with your friends, but the only way you can play with other people is if you play online with the other people. If you catch my drift, like you have to go into matchmaking and find a like, and you can do separate missions like GTA does has that.
I I actually like the idea, Khalid, where you can steal data for like the Empire or the New Republic. So say like you get contracts from the New Republic, so you can go
Or
into
or you get contracts from the
for the
Empire. You have to work with the
Empire.
Empire.
Yeah,
That would be
that
really
would be
fun.
interesting. That would be interesting because then that would make you say like you have a contract with the Empire, you can go into the restricted Empire sections and
Yeah,
explore in there. And
exactly.
if you get a contract from the New Republic, you can go to restricted
And
sectors for
you can,
to the New
and
Republic.
that's when I think you can throw in cameos. Like I don't know. Let's say you get so high up in
Princess
the
Leia,
area,
say you have to work for the New Republic, and you can see Princess Leia walking around. For God's sakes,
or you get so high up in the Empire that you can see I don't know Kylo, a young Kylo
no,
walking.
Kylo would be still with Luke though
Well,
because
but you know what I mean, like because we don't know where this is gonna be taking place wise.
I really hope it's post Empire New Republic era.
Okay, so then if we're doing that, then we have to see the Mandalore guy. I forget the guy's name.
Oh,
The
Din,
yeah, Din.
Din
Yeah,
Jar.
Dinjar. Yeah, you're gonna see him walking around if you want to do that. You could see him walking around. You get specific like if you get so high in the area, you can take specific things. I really hope they do not take like,
What's
I don't
this?
want.
Oh,
I don't.
wait, what are we looking at?
Sorry. My fault. That was my fault. I typed it in wrong. But wait, this is the guy
Yeah, Din Jar.
talking to the bad guy.
Oh, you're talking about Boba Fett?
No, hold on. What's the bad
Oh, you're
guy?
talking about Moff Gideon. You're talking about Moff
Oh,
Gideon.
there. Thank you, Moff. How the fuck these? I hate these names sometimes.
Moff
There we
Gideon.
go.
There he is.
Moff Gideon meme. There's a meme for this. Hold on.
Looks like the guest guy named Bud.
Mandalorian isn't rage, but it's a greed. Oh, I
Uh,
get it.
but yeah, that'd be cool.
I mean,
That'd be
uh,
really cool.
like I would love for them to take some liberties from the. I don't know if you've seen how the John Wick movies are structured, like where they're like they're specific like mercenaries.
Yeah, yeah, I think you should have like different contracts you can do. Like, say you want to do a bounty hunter contract, a smuggler contract,
Yeah, or you can just be
a
uh,
mercenary
like
contract.
or you have none. You have like you work for the Empire without the Empire knowing. You technically work for the New Republic without them like
Now,
telling you that.
the major thing I think they need to hit on, and every game's doing this nowadays.
Yeah,
We have to have multiple endings.
I don't even think there should be an end. I don't think there should be any story in general. It should just be like they have specific cutscenes for the end, but there's no end. There's no story mode.
I
So
think if we get a
I
story,
typed it
which
wrong.
we're probably gonna most likely get a story, um,
Yeah,
we should definitely have multiple endings.
yeah.
We should definitely get multiple endings because it's a new thing now. And
Is
like say
John Wick a super? What the hell?
yes, oh he's 100%.
Like what? Does Keanu Reeves? What are these questions though? I'm just looking up something specific in John Wick, but you can
So,
continue.
yeah, but yeah, I think if we're gonna have story, multiple endings.
Oh, great scream rants. No, you can continue.
I think we should definitely have multiple endings. It's just something I think is necessary nowadays.
Okay, this is what I was trying to find. The high table. So this is like the as you can read here, it's like basically like the crime
Oh, like
syndicate.
the Crimson Syndicate.
Yeah. Like I
If
want
we're
to
gonna
join like
do,
and
if
you
we're
can
gonna,
create like you can create your own syndicates. That's what basically I'm saying. Like in the, you can create the
ooh,
elders or
online, like
yeah.
online.
Yeah, with your
Okay, yeah,
friends,
yeah, yeah.
with your friends or
I
with
would
other
be definitely
people.
down for that. Yes, definitely down for that for
Oh,
sure.
this is the best scene ever. Zach, do you know who this guy is or no?
Oh hell yeah, I do.
You do? This guy
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
Oh my God, no. He's. Do you actually know or no?
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you.
It's an NBA player. This guy was. He said, I want to fight Keanu Reeves." So they decided, hey, you know what? Go John Wick. But yeah,
He's
no.
like,
But
wait,
I
hey.
think like yeah, but
Now, the one thing I hope the open players kind of like Sea of Thieves. If any of y'all play that,
I don't think
Jack,
I've played it.
Jack, Jack has played it, and he agrees with me 100%.
Yeah, it's
Anyway,
John Wick at
Joey, any more
Mercenary.
question? Any more stuff you want to put on? Like ideas you got?
I have nothing. You kind of hit on the points I had.
I hit on the point. All right. Um, what
Yeah.
else could we do? What else could we talk? That open world game, you have so much crap. I've heard rumors that it's going to be like the Coruscant level, lower levels, which I really hope it's just not in one planet. That would just be.
I don't think it's going to be one planet. There's no way you can,
You can't do that to us. Like,
Especially the way the
come
Mandalorian
on.
functions.
Come
There's
on.
no
You
way.
can't do one
Oh,
planet.
Nick, Jack. I mean, I was telling this to Jack earlier when I was talking to him a couple of days ago. I was saying to Jack, all they have to do is build it like the Mandalorian was built.
Of course,
Uh,
yeah.
you may like this show,
I
but
think
Cowboy
we should.
Bebop.
I think that we should. It should be if it's a story. I think it should be revenge based.
Yeah, I was just looking up out of curiosity, Zach.
One second, I'm gonna mute myself. I have to take this call.
Okay, but yeah. So let's see what else I got here. Um, okay, I had an idea. So what I was thinking was we're gonna run this with what was it, the solo thing? I'm gonna put in the solo. Start with the solo, and I want to find something specifically that I liked. I think it was the solo bounty hunters. I believe those bounty hunters in those movies. I was wondering what their armor was. I wasn't thinking. No. Yeah, this is the thing, but I don't know where specifically the. No, I know where that is, but I don't remember the extra background information.
All right, Joey. I'm gonna be gone for like I'll have to leave in 15 minutes just to pick up some food, but I'll be back and you guys can just talk to the chat. I'll watch it. I'll answer
Yeah,
questions. It's fine.
and
I'll come. I'll be back. Don't worry.
what do you think? We have a free roam online
I
game,
kind
and
of
everybody can make what they want with it. Like,
I like
um,
that. That's what we're kind of getting at,
yeah,
Uncle.
that's I think that's what we're getting at.
We were kind of getting at that. I think it should be an online game. You should play the missions with friends. Like say like you're talking to a random person online and they want to do a mission with you. You should be able to do a mission. I think it should be a complete customization for your character. And I think what's up?
Take this mine.
All right, thanks, sir. I think it would be a great idea.
Yeah,
I think it would be a great idea that we do. That's what we're kind of hitting on. It should be
yeah,
complete customization, like almost like cyberpunk level customization. Which I
yeah.
would
That's what I was thinking.
like Joey's like, and I think that you should mod your character to get the like almost how like Valhalla function again. I'm going to come back to Valhalla a lot. Skill points, you should be able to put them like melee range more than stealth. So like say you're a stealth based bounty hunter, put it in with stealth and range. If you're hard hitting like fast pass, like no stealth at all, which is me obviously. Joey knows this.
Yep.
You put in
Yeah, no.
melee and range. Like I think it's a great idea to have customization characters.
Yeah, okay. So now that we kind of touched mostly on the open world thing, I was wondering what is your top four games you want, like kind of games?
I want I I want a bounty hunter. Either bounty hunter, mercenary, or smuggler.
Yeah. No, I mean like what would be like besides those kind of games? Like what kind of other games do you want
What do you
like
mean?
in a Star Wars universe? Like
Oh,
besides like an open world that everyone
I
in them
would
imagines.
want a clone commando game like they did with the original Xbox. You know the original clone commando game.
I saw a little bit of it. I haven't seen the gameplay.
I
I'll look
loved
it up
it as a kid. I loved that game, and it was fantastic. And I want a revamped version of it.
I think an HD remake. Now that they don't have exclusive rights, I think a lot of teams can make HD remakes of games, which is what that was.
I want a clone game.
I think
Uh,
it's.
I want a clone game
You know what I
sooner
want a
down the
game in?
line.
I want a game that's placed right between. You know how there's a specific gap in Star Wars: The Clone Wars where they don't, or not Clone Wars, but I'm sorry. Like I want a specific part where they take, like, because you know how the clones change so much from Episode 2
To
to
episode 3.
3,
Yeah.
like instantly. They just. I want a specific point where they can tell us. Like I want to be like
Oh, where they
able
got
to
their
be
phase two? What their phase two armor and shit
yeah,
like that?
like
Okay, yeah.
yeah, like
I
and I
think they
want to
get
see.
that. I feel like they get that from that alien in that one episode, but I'm not sure.
No, well, it's kind of obviously told like that because
Ooh,
the next.
back to this point. Back to this point. One of the planets I really hope they do is the New Republic homeworld, which is something it starts with a C. Look it up. New Republic homeworld, will you?
Yeah, look it up and give me 1 second.
If anyone knows that, please put it in the chat. I want to go there because we've never seen it before, and it will be interesting. Of course, I think it should be a restricted sector, and if only if you're doing contracts for the New
I
Republic, you
believe
should
it's
be able
called
to.
something. I know what you're talking about, New Republic.
Homeworld, homeworld.
I just typed it in wrong. Duh.
So good.
Duh. Should say
Oh,
the
there it is.
home.
Caljulia, Core World Caljulia, beginning.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I see it.
Yes, I want to go there because we've never seen it. Okay, I have to run. I'll be back. All right, chat.
All
I'll
right.
be back later. I'm gonna stay on, but you guys, if anyone walks in the room, say what up to them. All right. I'm just gonna stop my video. I'm gonna stop my video. All
Yeah,
right.
just stop your video and mute yourself, honestly. Um, but let me see. This is the game that Zach was talking about, the Republic Commando. Let me just open that one up here. You want like a Red Dead Redemption game? Yeah, I think that would be really good. Honestly, I think that'd be honestly probably one of the best. Um, I think that'd be honestly one of the best for the people to understand. Like I think that'd just be so good for um at least for me. I think it'd be probably one of my favorites personally. But I want it built a little bit differently. Oh, I was gonna look up the Star Wars. Was it Commando? Star Wars Republic Commando. I want to see what it was. So we're gonna experience together, guys. We're gonna experience this together. Videos. Let's see. Let's watch the trailer. Thank you so much for the subscription, Khalid. Really appreciate it. You want a game that is the time before episode 4? I mean, yeah, you could place it between episode 4. I mean, they kind of did that with they kind of did that, I guess, with
Oh, you're watching it? The
yeah,
Commando. It was really good. I liked the
So
game.
Khalid just said he wants a game that takes place before episode 4,
Like
like where they had Fallen
when
Order.
like when the Republic is turning into the
Yeah,
Empire. There's a lot of games like that though.
dude, this
There's-
looks like Halo. This legit just looks like a Halo copy.
oh, it was so fun though as a kid.
I know, but it just looks like a Halo copy at this point. The way it's built.
But Commanders we never saw except for that one episode for like a second.
Yeah, it looks like a Halo copy though,
Oh, most definitely is.
which
But like,
I assume that's what they were going
well,
for.
honestly, this can you imagine this game, a multiplayer, and you can play all the missions with 4 people.
Oh, that's right. I remember this. This is like the first multiplayer game that they had like on
No, no, no,
Xbox.
it wasn't multiplayer. I'm saying imagine this with 4 people, and you're just a clone squad.
Oh, I mean that'd be fun. But I think for me,
Or
the
like,
game has to be limited on how much multiplayer you can have because
oh,
otherwise the
new
servers are
open
gonna
world,
crash.
the new open world.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with you. I
like you can only have up to like maybe 60 players in a
I
lobby,
know this
each
is silly.
lobby.
I know this is silly. I kind of want a point where you're outrunning like Imperial star destroyers and like your starship.
Oh, but I hated Squadrons. I played it yesterday and I tried. I
No, no,
just
no.
couldn't
But like,
stand it.
no. I want like a certain point in the game where you're like running away from New Republic ships or like or like
Oh, depending
starships.
on
Yeah, it's depending on what contracts you take.
yeah.
That'd be cool.
I was looking trying to
The
see what
one
other
thing
Star
I
Wars
did
games
like
they
about Red
have.
Dead, the one thing I did like about Red Dead, their crime system was really good. I like the bounty system,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's how it should run. And if you have a certain bounty, the thing about this is about Black Flag too. If you have a certain amount of bounty, you have bounty hunters that come after you.
Yeah, no, I understand. I got you. Let me just
Clee's actually doing asking really good questions, Clee. Shout out to
yeah.
you, buddy. Shout out to you.
Yeah, he just subscribed too, a loyal subscriber
Oh,
here.
nice. Not a boy.
All right, we're gonna put this here. I'm gonna edit the thing and just say Star Wars in general, Star Wars video game podcast. I'm just gonna rename this real quick. But I think for me, the only way I see this like functioning as a game is if it's like it has to be like the servers cannot crash. Um
Yeah, and I feel like if you're gonna make a game like this, you're gonna have to. I know people are gonna hate the wait. You're gonna have to give it time. I'm sorry for all you that want it like next year or this year. It's gonna be like 2023 before we got it.
2023. I say it's gonna be 2022
Oh, late
because
20. I would say it's Christmas of
because
2022.
I said this. The the deal had to have been in place, Zach, already for them to have already greenlit because you just can't greenlight things randomly like that.
Yeah, it. I want them to take their time and make the game really good.
Yeah,
Cyberpunk was a great game. Cyberpunk was a great game, but they sped it up and there were so many glitches. I don't want that in this game because I'm a fucking nerd when it comes to this and Harry
yeah,
Potter. This and Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter too. Joey knows that.
yeah. I mean, you know how I
Who
feel
doesn't
about
love
Harry
Gary
Potter.
Oldman? Who doesn't love Gary Oldman?
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, another topic we can talk about: the new Lego Star Wars, the Lego
yeah.
Star Wars: A Skywalker Saga.
Definitely needs to have online.
There must be online, and the cantina must be an option again because the cantina was the funnest memories of my life when I just
Yeah,
massacred all the kids in there.
yeah. No, I think that is.
That must be an option.
Yeah, I think for that, I don't know if
But
you've
for
seen how the
this open
Legos.
world, this open world Star Wars game, you gotta give it time because you can't rush it. I would hate it if you rushed it.
What do you want in a Fallen Order 2? Like, what
Um,
would you want? Like, do you want it to take place after Mando, like as an older guy, or do you think they have room to?
I think you have room to make him a younger guy. I feel like I know they destroyed the holocron, and people are going to be like, "Oh, what they destroyed the holocron." Cal
You,
should start his own order. I feel like Cal should start his own order. His own
yeah, I mean, it's
Jedi
called
order.
the. He started doing own Jedi. You know what I?
The
The only
Kestis
reason,
order. For God's sakes, make him the Kestis order. That's his last name.
yeah.
And I don't think they should be like strictly Jedi. I think they should be more gray
Oh, let me look
Jedi
up this.
because you saw like you. because Gray Jedi has never been touched on. Gray Jedi is something very obscure, very obscure. I feel like his order should be Gray Jedi's, where they touch into
What's
the
the
dark
release
side.
date of this game?
They touch into the dark side a little bit, you know?
Oh, great. They don't even have the release date. I believe it's July, though.
No, 31st of December.
It's not the 31st of December. That's Amazon's timer date. Such a stupid date, Zach. It says
2021.
2021, but I believe they've already. Yeah, it should have been October 20th, but for some reason never came out that day.
Okay, and now we're gonna get to the real gist of me and Joey, what we agree on. The sequels were absolute garbage. Me and Joey made a better sequels than this god awful crap that
You can
Catherine.
go ahead and explain it.
Fuck
You
you,
can go.
Kathleen Kennedy. I'm sorry if you're under 13 in the chat. That's my feelings about Kathleen Kennedy. I feel like not so much. I don't mind Ray. I don't mind. The problem with Ray is Ray's like her outfits. She has no character development. They don't change between episode 7 and 9. But you go to Mandalorian and you look at Mayfield, he changes within 2 episodes. Does someone explain that bullshit? It's because Jon Favreau is a genius and a god.
Yeah.
Listen, I feel like there's so much they could have put into the sequels, so much potential.
Yeah. No,
I
I
feel like
completely understand.
I feel like they should have made Ben Stiller the good guy, but we're not going to talk about that because I'll get all heated up about that. And we're not going to. We'll talk about that in a different stream about our whole sequel remaster and what we think should have happened. We'll talk about that in a different stream or when I get back because I have to go in like 7 minutes to pick up
Yeah, I'll
food.
probably end it here, and I'll probably just watch more Mandalorian. Honestly,
How long have we been live for?
I don't know.
46 minutes.
Yeah, but I'll probably just continue the stream and just go Mando.
Yeah, and when I get back, we'll talk about more of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I really have nothing else to.
Yeah, when I get back, we'll continue talking about it. It's fine, man. I just have to pick up some shit real quick. I'll be back though, like the Flash.
Or we can just watch Mando. Honestly, I may just be watching Mando. Honestly.
Whatever you want. If you want to, we can just do. We can do another part of the stream another day, and we can talk about the sequels and like.
Yeah, yeah. I think that'll be easier. Yeah.
Yeah, Khalid, I agree with you. I don't want it to be within the Clone Wars. I think the Clone Wars has been played out to its max potential. We've already seen
No,
it.
it shouldn't be. It should not be at all.
It not being the Republic and Separatist time. I agree with you. I want it to be, like I said, after Empire Falls, pre-New Republic.
I think it should take, but order for this game to work, I think it needs to take place after Mando Season 3. So I think before anything happens, they need to release Mando Season 3 before they can do anything with the game.
Yeah.
I think that because we don't know what's going to happen in Mando Season 3. All we know is
Grogu's not going to be in Mando Season 3, which Joey's kind of pissed about.
Who?
Grogu's not going to be in Mando Season 3, by the way.
Baby Grogu's not. This is F tier trash. I'm watching.
I'm joking. It hasn't been told anything because Mandalorian Season 3 is not coming out until 2022 because Book of Boba is taking its place in 2021.
Is it really?
Yep.
Oh, I did not know that.
I'm really excited for Book of Boba. That's going to be fantastic. This is basically him getting his life back.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Yeah, but Khalid, I agree with you. If it's during Clone Wars, it will be a flop.
Yeah.
We've juiced Clone Wars so much. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous how much we juiced it. But as like I said with Cyberpunk, make the character from estimation like that in death. You know.
Yeah.
You're gonna get. And
make like The Witcher 3.
You know?
Or like yeah. The Witcher 3 Witcher 3 was pretty decent, honestly.
It was good. I like Witcher 3. Yeah, but I agree with you. No Clone Wars crap. I don't want to go through that.
Yeah, no.
Please, no.
It wasn't really worth it, honestly.
The only thing I say, if you put a part during Clone Wars, put it like Order 66 and say you're a Jedi on the run. They give it. Well, no, you're a Fallen Order, basically. I just
Yeah.
don't see the point in doing Clone Wars again.
Yeah, that's what I honestly
I
see.
don't
Like
want to
I
because
don't
it'd be
think
a
it's worth it,
flop.
honestly. I don't think it's worth
We
it.
juiced it so much. There's another show coming about it, like pre Empire days, Bad Batch.
Yeah, I think
We
it
having a
takes
show about it.
place it legit takes place like what, like 3 months after, I believe, or something after
Yeah,
Clone Wars
something,
and
yeah,
ending.
some crap like that. So something
But
like that. I
yeah, no, I
don't
don't.
want them to juice it. This can be a fantastic game. This can be a fantastic game.
Yeah, no, I think so too.
I feel like you gotta make the customization very in depth, like Cyberpunk. Have
Yeah,
like make sure you choose your own race of bounty hunters, or be a
yeah,
droid for God's sakes if you want to be a droid. At the end of the jar says, I don't trust droids though.
yeah. No, I think that too. Honestly,
Also, I think they should go after Mandalorian. I think there should be contracts where you have to break people out of like New Republic prison transports and New Republic and Galactic Empire prisoner transports. You
yeah,
know,
no, just continue.
you know what I mean?
Something else. Don't mind me. I'm just doing my own personal stuff. Yeah, no, I understand completely. But yeah, like I think for order for this game to work, it needs to be like it can't be like
Clone Wars can't
Clone
be.
Wars. Like I don't think it's gonna work otherwise. Let's fucking do this.
But yeah, I think Ubisoft has all the power right now. They could be great. They can be a. This can be a fantastic game.
Yeah, yeah. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna end it here, but I'll come back in like 2 seconds, guys, because I'm gonna start streaming Mandalorian. So I want to get that whole thing
And
set up.
if you guys ever want to talk about stuff in the chat in the Mandalorian live stream, I'm there. All right.
Yeah, and he's a lore genius. He understands half the lore better than I
If you
do.
want me, Joey, I can come into your Zoom call while you're watching Mandalorian. I can just be
Sure,
like
if you want, you
answer
can stay
questions.
here.
I can sit there and just like answer questions for your stream and shit like
Yeah,
that.
that's probably what I'm gonna switch over to Mandalorian, honestly.
All right. Yeah. So like, if you guys have any questions, I'll be back at let's say
Yeah,
6:25. You guys have any question?
yeah, no,
Yes, Kui, that's what we're saying. Like after episode 6, like post Empire, pre New Republic. Kui, we were talking like that's where the game should take place. Well, I think it should take place because there's like no information and there's so much
okay.
potential. I hated the sequels for that. You gave no potential to the New Republic, which I think you should have totally done. By the way, Rogue Squadron is going to be amazing. Wedge Antilles is going to be in there in that thing. It's going to be great. I'm really excited for Rogue Squadron. It's
I
basically
believe you.
Top Gun in space. You can't screw that up, Kathleen Kennedy. Please don't. But yeah, guys, I'll be back to the stream later on. I'll be back to the stream later on. I'll jump into Joey's Zoom call. Joey, just invite me to your next live stream Zoom, and I'll join in. I can answer questions for your stream while you watch it.
I'll just keep it here, honestly.
You will?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to shut off my camera. I'm going to head out. All right. If you guys have any questions about the open world, I'm here to answer questions. Joey's probably going to be doing his live reaction to one of the episodes. I'll be back. I'm a mod too, so don't say any weird shit, or I will time you out, and then Joey will time me out for being being a troll.
Yes, I will.
All right. Hey, love y'all, boys. Keep Bombshell Nation going. All right, I'm out. I'll see you later, Joey.
Okay. Plug this. I gotta figure out this thing, so. Okay, let me end this one real quick here.